Yo, what is going on, you guys? Right now, I've got a queen ant tube with no queen ant in it. But I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, but you know how I was talking about the queen ants and everything, and how I didn't know what the two species were that I'd caught, except I knew what the carpenter ant one was. I don't know what they are, but be sure to comment down below what you think they are. I'll go ahead and toss in a picture of them right now. That was them. But and now I'll go ahead and I caught a fire ant queen today, and then another one of the second one I put in. The second picture I put in, I caught another one of them today. I just don't know what kind they are. I'll go ahead and put in a picture of the fire ant queen now. So that was the fire ant queen. If y'all think it's something other than the fire ant queen, tell me what it is, because I'm pretty sure it's a fire ant queen, but I'm not 100% sure. So be sure, if y'all think it's something other than a fire ant queen, be sure to comment that down below too. But other than that, we're about to see if we can find another queen for this video. And if we can't, then I'll just go ahead and show y'all the queens, okay? So I'll see y'all then. Bye. Okay, so I decided I'm actually, instead of like just catching a queen and showing y'all guys it, I'm gonna do a how to catch queen ant videos. I'm gonna do one of them videos. And we got Carligas behind the camera. And so yeah, what I usually do to find my queen ants that I've caught, I've got 5 of them in the house right now, and I found 3 yesterday and 2 today, so it's pretty good. If you have any like concrete pad, show them the concrete pad. If you have like any concrete walkway or anything at your house, and you have some ant hills around, you'll probably be able to catch some queen ants. So what I usually do is, you don't have to have a scooter, okay? You probably already know that. But I just use the scooter because I like to actually ride. But the things you'll need to put so that you can keep the queen ant is a test tube and some cotton balls, really, is all you'll need. But then once she starts producing and has her first, like, probably 5-10 workers, you need to put in very little food, like a drop of honey off the end of a toothpick, or like a cricket leg or a mealworm head or something small that's nutritious. And once you've done that, then you just close it back up with the cotton ball at the end. So hang on, I'll see. Yeah, I actually have the setup in my pocket right now. So let me put this other in my pocket, and I'll go ahead and show y'all how it works. So what you do is, you would probably, this right here is too big of a gap, so I'm gonna have to fill that in, but you would fill up probably about 3/4 of it with water, put in a cotton ball, and then you would push it down into the, like, a little bit to where it'll be wet, so where the queens can drink the water off of it, and then you'd put your queen inside of it, and then you would cap it off. Like, so that the queen's in here, she can drink her water, she'll lay her eggs and everything without being able to get out, and then that's how that is. But I have this other one in my pocket, so I can use it for catching her, which is this one. And then I'll transfer her over to another tube to keep her in. So really, all I'll do is I'll just walk or drive up and down the sidewalk, just looking for ants. But where I live, there's black carpenter ants, and then the black carpenter ants are actually pretty big. I'm pretty sure I saw something online that said that they're the biggest, or one of the biggest ants in the U.S. That's why the carpenter ant queen is so big in my last video. But you look for some ants that are about the size, probably a little bit bigger than the carpenter ant workers. And don't be looking just on the pad of concrete. And you can also put stuff on the ground and then come out like after like a nuptial fight, and there may be some queens sitting under it, about to found their colony. Oh, hey, I think I may have seen a queen. I'm about to run over here and see. No, it was just a velvet ant. Hang on, I'll go ahead and see that. Hang on. That is a velvet ant. It's actually a wasp. It's not an actual type of ant. I'm sorry, it's not focusing. I'll zoom you all in. Or zoom y'all out actually so it's clear. And they have a really painful bite. So you don't want to mess with them. But I'll be trying to keep y'all updated on my ant colony's progress throughout my queen's progress throughout the colony founding stage of creating a colony, the founding process. I'll be trying to keep y'all updated as much as possible without disturbing her too much, because I still want her to not be disturbed. And one of the hardest part about starting an ant colony is not checking on your queen ants. It's, if you do check on them like once a week. Because the more you check on them, the more stressed out they're gonna get. And if they start getting too stressed out, they could either start eating their eggs or just not laying eggs. Which then isn't very good. But once you catch her and put her in her test tube, you do not need to mess with her until, or actually it depends on the species. But you need to Google about the species it is and see if there's, I don't know exactly how to say it. It's like semi something. And if that means that, like, if they're semi whatever, it's like some big old huge C word. If they're that, then you'll have to feed them throughout the founding process. But if they're full, whatever that C word is, then you do not have to feed them throughout it. You just have to feed them after it. And after there's a couple worker ants, and they're probably like 5 to 10 workers, you can start giving them like a mealworm head or something. Wait, what were you pointing at, Carly? What? Go ahead and start looking? Yeah, no. But after about 5 to 10 workers, you will need to just put like a drop of honey off the end of a toothpick or something. Maybe like a mealworm head. Just whatever you can really give them that's a small nutritious meal. Like a cricket leg or something. Not a huge meal though, because there's not that many that they need to feed. And actually, if you didn't know, ants, they have a second stomach. And they feed each other from that second stomach to equal out the food through a process called, through a process called, it's like trophallaxis or something, where they regurgitate the food into the other mouth. And actually, guys, if you come right over here and look, I actually did just find the queen ant. Here, Gus, if you want to just zoom in at it. See it right there? Just stay locked on it. And I do not know what kind of queen this is. And this is actually going to be Carly Gus's queen ant, because I promised her the next one I found was going to be hers.
Second.
Yeah, she already has one. It's this exact same kind. So no matter what, she'll have this kind of queen pretty much, this kind of colony. But I don't know the species, so I'm being careful with it, just in case it's an aggressive species. So if you don't know what the species is, it's never a good idea to like reach down there with your hand. And also only put 1 queen in each test tube. So if you only want to have 1 queen in each test tube. Because they could be formic acid sprayers and formic acid spray each other, and it would result in one or both or all the queens that you have in there dying from the formic acid that they spray. Alright, here you go. Now, Carly, guys, if I could just get you to hold this really quick. Alright, and move your finger so we can see the queen. And I'll go ahead and try to get y'all some up-close shots of the queen. Actually, take the cotton ball out for me really quick. So now I'm going to go ahead and... Hang on. I put the cotton ball back in. Right hand. Just put it back in and set it down here on the ground. So that is a queen ant. If y'all know what the species is, I'm about to go ahead and try to get some good up close shots of it. So y'all can, so for y'all ant experts out there, y'all can like tell me what kind of ant it is. I'm hoping it's not still zoomed in. Yes, I'm glad it wasn't. If it had been zoomed in, it would have been zoomed in right on the side of my face. No, it doesn't have to. Just here, I'll do it. Perfect. So that's the queen. Can't wait, doses. Alright, and I'll go ahead and show y'all how I know this is a queen. Alright, if you look right there behind her head, that huge bump. Hang on, Clay, go here.
Yes.
Just go over there to the end and catch like a carpenter ant worker in that. We're about to go catch a carpenter ant worker in this so I can show y'all the difference between the two. Just go down there and catch a carpenter ant worker in it. Just any ant worker. But that bump behind her head, because if you see a flying ant, it's most likely a queen or it's a male drone. Because only the queens and the males have wings. But that little bump behind her head powers her wing muscles. And most of the time after they're mated, they take their wings off. And then they use the muscles behind her head to make a soup to feed to her eggs, larvae, and pupae. She makes a soup out of that to feed to them. That's why you don't have to feed them for a little while. Because she'll just do that trophallaxis stuff to them to feed them that soup. But I'll keep y'all updated on this colony too. Even though it's going to be Carly's, I'll keep y'all updated on it. Since y'all were here whenever we caught the queen. Oh, sorry about that. But I'm getting Carly's down there to catch a queen. Oh, hang on, wait. It's acting like it's laying an egg. I swear if this thing lays an egg in here. Because this isn't it. I'm about to go ahead and... Oh, wait, no, Corley has the permanent tube. Please do not lay an egg in there, queen. But yeah, Corley, you catch one yet? I'm just going to leave this queen here, and we're going to get on here, and we're going to help Corligas, and I'm going to keep it there. And it's already in the tube, though, so it can't get out and run away, so we're just not even going to catch a worker ant, so there won't be them worker ant pheromones in her, don't even put him in there. Alright, so what's wrong with him?
I don't know. He slipped over.
Alright, there he is. If y'all can tell, behind his head, he has a littler bump. And see how it just goes out and it's kind of like a triangle shape? The triangle shape is there because he doesn't have as much of that muscle there because he don't need it there to power its wings because he don't have wings. All right, bring that down here, Carly. He don't have the wings, so he don't need that, and he doesn't have to feed anything with the soup that they can make out of it. So he doesn't really have hardly any muscle there. He still has muscle, I'm pretty sure. But not near as much. But yes, we're going to go ahead and put this queen in the test tube that she's going to be in. So here you go, Carly, if you just hand me that test tube. There you go. Grab the camera and record me doing this. Alright, so just going to go ahead and do this, turn it. And then tip it up. And then just try to get her to go down. No, get out of there! And I'm just gently tapping it to where she'll just try to go down a little bit. Oh, there she went. And then we're gonna set down this test tube. Oh, that's one of our cats. And then now she's in this test tube. And then we'll take her down to the ant drawer. I'll see y'all at the ant. So now we're down at the ant drawer. In here I have 3 queens. Move the camera back a little bit. First up right here is the fire ant queen. I know I didn't put the pictures in of the fire ant queen. Sorry about that. Or actually, you know what? I will put the pictures in. But, no, so give me the camera for a second and hold the queen. But you be very gentle with them. Because you remember like what I was saying. Oh, sorry about whenever I dropped it, the video got ended. But now I've got the camera and we're about to go ahead and that's it. There's my finger, like right under it. That's just for size comparison. And then we'll go ahead and set it. She's got the next queen. It's one of the ones that we don't know the species of. I'm pretty sure it's a queen. Because you can see it has the muscles and everything behind the heads. And then here's another one. This is the second picture I showed y'all in this video of the ants. And then this queen right over here is the one that we caught today. It's actually the very first, it's the exact same kind as the very first picture we showed. I know it's kind of wet in there a little bit. Sorry about that, but now we've got 4 queens in here. I'll go ahead and see it in there. So fire ant, I don't know. And then you just keep them in a dark spot. And then you can check on them like every week. And then you remember like what I said about the 5 to 10 workers, you give them their first meal. And once you give them their very first meal, yeah, and then they'll just go and then they'll do the trophallaxis thing to the queen to give it, and then the larvae and pupae and stuff. And then you can just like Google how much to feed them after that, because I'm still gonna have to research that. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just like as the colony gets bigger, it's the more you feed them. But the queen carpenter ants can live up to 25 years, is what I read online. I don't know if that's just like extremely rare for them to live that long or what. But I don't know. So that's the queen ants, and that's how you can catch them. And I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.